All right, good evening, YouTube and Rumble. Took another quick trip up to another land trust property up here to the northeast of me. If you look at the local map, you got where I am at, more or less. This is northeast Huntsville. It's still in the city of Huntsville, and put a link to the land trust website there. You can find the maps there yourself and take a trip out to Wade Mountain. All right, here we are out at the parking lot of Wade Mountain Nature Preserve. Yeah, I've been up here before. I'm not sure if this is actually a mountain. It's kind of more of a hill. I really can't tell the difference. But what we're going to do here is we're down here. We're going to just run up here to the summit and take a look at the view up to the north and then come back down. I've been out here. This doesn't actually lead anywhere. There's another entrance over here by the Toyota plant. But I think we're just going to run around up here today because I felt like stretching my legs out in the hills, and we're going to see. And it's a beautiful day. Nice and cloudy and overcast, about 80 degrees, and no rain forecast for a few hours. So the usual hazards, snakes, ticks, and mosquitoes, which we'll just live with it. Nicely sloped trail here, very gentle. Just got a spider web across my face, so I know I'm the first one out here today. And looks like we're getting little tiny bits of rain. Whatever. The thing that's really cool about Huntsville Land Trust properties is that even though you might feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere, they have the trail marked pretty well for you. So you know where you're going, and the trails are usually very well maintained. Yeah, a lot of this limestone out here. Stuff on the trail is actually quite slick. That's why you gotta have your handy dandy walking stick with you. All right, coming to the end of the forest part of our trip. Very, very gentle slope all the way up here. Wade Mountain. All right, got our old people's bench here. And we're going to continue off to the right here, to the north, to the Devil's Racetrack. Got a bunch of other trails going off this way. I don't know, I usually don't even play with that kind of stuff. I'm more of a destination type person myself. Okay, so we got a little bit of climbing here. Still not much. I was back over there a minute ago by that right of way. The grass. This is about as much of a climb as you do on this hike, I think. It's not really that much. Yeah, lots of spiders out here that are very ambitious. They got spider webs all the way across the trail. If you're the first one in the morning, you got to remember to keep your mouth closed because you're going to catch a few of them in the face. Came out of the trees after a little bit of a climb. And that's probably the best view that we're going to get. That's the foothills of the Appalachians over there. I think Montesano's off that way. or actually that way, maybe even south more. But we're gonna see about climbing a little bit more and then call it quits. I think that's the summit where the top of those electrical girders are. So let's see. Oh, that's not a straight run, is it? All right. This is the boundary for the land trust, and you're still in the city of Huntsville. You can see the map. You still have internet access out here, and that means that straight line on the map is where we are, and that means this is the summit. Now there's seems to be a couple different summits on this mountain, a couple different ones. Like you can keep going apparently. No, this looks like the summit. And we are at, let's see, about 1,500 feet. So from the valley floor, 600 feet to up here is about a 900-foot climb. So it's fairly gentle. Really good hike to take a kid on, I would think. Today I've managed to clear all the spiders off the trail. It's quite humid, so yeah, I got a lot of not sweat, even just water on every leaf out here. I saw a deer back there about 100 yards. It ran off before I could get my camera off. Anyway, I'm gonna turn around. I'm not supposed to be on this side of this border. This is actually the land trust over here, a few feet. So yeah, that is private land, and the trail like bends off that way and then goes downhill. So we're gonna turn around. There's no scenic view. Yeah, somebody left a little tag up here. Probably had a ribbon across this tree saying, hey, don't go any further than this. But anyway, note the scenic view was back by the electrical towers. And in the middle of summer like this, you really don't have a view from this top of this mountain. It's so flat. There's really not a whole lot to see except woods. But it's very quiet up here. And if you have kids, the grade is pretty smooth and slow. So yeah, not tough at all. I'd say even for a preteen, this would be kind of fun. I mean, there's a little wildlife out here. I saw some big bird. I don't know what species it was. I couldn't really see it, but nothing but a wing. And I saw something where some animal had dug a hole back here, probably looking for a grub. I think an armadillo or a possum or a raccoon or something. And yeah, I don't know. It's a nice day for this. It's not nearly as hot as it was a week or so ago because it's rained. And it's pretty pleasant out here except for the humidity and the spider webs. But we're gonna pack it on up, head on back to the house and go get some lunch. It's about nearly an hour and a half hike up here. Now I go about 2 miles an hour, so it's not that far, but I guess I took my time. Maybe 3 miles one way, 6 miles total. And so nice hike. And like I said, most of it's just like this, pretty flat. Y'all have a good one now. All right, so I came back from the summit, and this is probably the only view on this trip. It's right when you get to about here. With the right of way for the power lines, which yeah, it'd be better if it was up there, but they ask you to stay on the trail, and the trail goes into the woods. So Huntsville's back that way in the bushes, and that's north of Huntsville, headed towards I don't know, Nashville or whatever.